Every year, we anxiously await the announcements about the Social Security changes for the upcoming year. Now that we have the changes for 2020, I'm going to cover the three that I think are the most impactful for my audience, so stay tuned. Hey, I'm Devin, and this channel is all about simplifying the complicated Social Security system so you can not only understand it, but you can use the rules to your advantage. If you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. Otherwise, YouTube is so big now, you may never see me again. So right here in my hands, I have the Social Security changes for 2020. As always, there's a lot changing, but not all of it is pertinent for a wide audience that I have. So today, I only want to hit the high points of the changes that will likely affect the widest group of individuals. So specifically, I want to cover the cost of living adjustments, the maximum taxable wage increase, and the earnings limit for individuals who are under full retirement age. So let's hit the first change. The cost of living adjustment. In 2020, you're getting a raise. Now, it's not a big raise, but it's certainly better than 2009, 10, and 15, where the increase was a big fat zero. Thankfully, the last few years, we've seen increases. In 2018, the increase was an even 2%. 2019, it was 2.8%. And for 2020, the increase will be 1.6%. Now, if you look at the average impact to monthly benefit amounts, admittedly it is modest, but it's still an increase. The average retirement Social Security benefit will increase from $1,479 to $1,503. For a couple who are both collecting Social Security retirement benefits, they'll see their collective benefit increase from $2,031 to $2,531. The average retired widow or widower will see an increase from $1,398 to $1,421. And disability benefits, on average, will increase from $1,238 to $1,258. The second change is not one that affects everyone, but for those who do feel its impact, this one is very important. If you make a high income, you don't pay Social Security taxes on all your wages. There is a cap, and typically this cap adjusts every year, and usually it adjusts upward. For 2019, you paid taxes on the first $132,900, and everything after that was not taxable for Social Security purposes. That's that 12.4% of the FICA. And if you're an employee, you pay one half of that, 6.2%. In 2020, that amount is increasing to $137,700. For a W-2 employee, this represents about a $300 tax increase. And if you're self-employed, it'll be $600. Now, the last change is the earnings limit. This is the amount of earnings you can have and collect a Social Security benefit. Now, generally, this increases every year. In 2018, it was $17,040. In 2019, it went up to $17,640. But for 2020, it's going up to $18,240. Now, I want to stop here and cover this a little deeper because there are actually two earnings limits in any given year. But before we get into that any further, understand that at your full retirement age, there is no earnings limit. This only applies to those individuals who are less than full retirement age. So if you're under full retirement age, there are two separate earnings limit bands. The first is the one that most people are familiar with. If you're under full retirement age, you cannot earn more than $18,240 without having some benefits withheld. For every $2 that you exceed that $18,240, the Social Security Administration will withhold $1 in benefits. Now, the other limit only applies in the calendar year you attain full retirement age. It allows you to earn much more. In 2020, the limit for that short window is $48,600. And on that limit, the withholding amount isn't nearly as sharp either. For every $3 you exceed that limit, the Social Security Administration will withhold $1 in benefits. So it's a much more generous limit, but it's still a limit. Now, I always get two big questions when I talk about the earnings limit, and instead of addressing those down below, where I encourage you to engage in conversation and your thoughts about these changes, I do want to go ahead and address these questions here. One is, how do you know what your full retirement age is? Well, just take a look at the chart. Your full retirement age is dependent on your year of birth. The other question that I'm constantly asked is, what actually counts as income for purposes of this earnings test or this income limit? I did an entire video on this, and I'll be sure to link that up in the description, but here's a basic explanation. For it to count, it generally needs to be either employment income or net earnings from self-employment. All other income sources, such as pensions, dividends, interest, IRA distributions, capital gains, those do not count as income. Now, that's all the points that I think are most pertinent, but as new changes are announced, I'll be sure to let you know. But remember, you're gonna have to subscribe and click that notifications bell, or you won't know when I release a new video. If you thought this video was helpful, be sure to hit that like button as well and tell YouTube that it has good value and other people need to see it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.